let's go. So I should have filmed this yesterday, it's actually Thursday now, and yeah, anyway, so this is my week 19 post-op update, and I'm going to do this video. I'm also going to try and film this again and put it on Instagram TV, but I haven't figured out how to like compress my video so it's small enough to upload to Instagram TV, so I'll have to work that out. Not the best way with technology apparently, but anyway, hopefully it will also be on Instagram TV because more of you follow me on there. So I'm doing this proper video update, but also what I'm doing this week over my Instagram, if you don't follow me there already, is as I've said before, I'm a daily wear, and so I'm doing daily updates on my Instagram stories, because I think if you're not a daily wear and then suddenly you become one, then it can kind of freak you out to see that you do gain and lose throughout the week. So I've already put my weekly weigh-in on my Instagram stories, and then I've put in today's, which is actually the day after, which is a slight fluctuation. But what I'm going to do today on this video is just my usual Wednesday weigh-in figures. I've also done my measurements this week because it has been exactly a month, I think. Hang on. Yeah. Oh wait, 2 months? 27th of April. Yep. So it's been 2 months exactly since I last spoke about my measurements and everything, so I've done them today, and yeah, so we'll talk about that. Yes, I'll talk about my measurements as well. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Like, my dogs have not been walked. It's too hot here to walk them. We're having like temperatures that we don't usually see. It's like 30 degrees Celsius, which, I mean, I know this, some of you are going to be like, that's nothing to us, that we have 30 degrees all the time, but that's exceptionally hot, uncharacteristically hot for Scotland, and so my dogs are not used to it. And I did take one of them out a walk like 2 days ago, and she was just drooling and panting and everything, so they haven't been out yesterday. They haven't been out yet today. Obviously they've been out in the garden and things. I'm going off on a tangent here. The point is, they're bored, but I can't take them out because it's far too hot, especially the pug. She would just die. So they're being noisy, and it can't be helped, and I feel like a bad dog owner, but I would feel worse if I took them out in this heat. Anyway, let's just get on with the actual purpose of this video. So, start with my stats. I am 31 years old. I'm actually almost 32, which is a scary thought. I had my VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy, gastric sleeve, on the 13th of February 2018. My highest recorded weight was in December 2017, which was 16 stone 7 pounds, or 231 pounds. As I've said before, and I mention every time, I'm pretty sure that I was heavier than that, but that is the highest weight that I had recorded. My starting weight on day of surgery on the 13th of February was 15 stone 3 pounds, or 213 pounds. My weight last week was 11 stone 8 3/4 pounds, and my weight this week is 11 stone 8 1/2 pounds. So I've only lost 1/4 pound this week. So I think what's happened this week is, the week before I was doing a lot more walking because we were in London, and so that kind of gave me a little boost, and I lost a couple of pounds last week. Whereas this week I came home, it's been very hot, it's been too hot to kind of go out and do lots of walking, and so I've spent more time in the house, and I've barely been getting like 5,000 steps in a day most days. That's like my minimum goal, is to get 5,000 steps in, but that's like nothing really. But it's just the way it's worked out, so I haven't been doing as much. I have started doing a kind of squat challenge thing, so I've been doing squats. I need to do 60 of them today. So yeah, I have been doing like little bits of exercise here and there, but nothing that's really going to be like boosting my weight loss at all. So I think that's just what it's been, after having quite an active week to have quite a stagnant week. It's just the way it works out. I'm not upset by it or anything like that. I'm still, at this point in time, I'm like at my lowest ever adult weight, so anything that I lose is kind of a bonus at this point. Obviously, like, I have little mini goals in my head, like I would like to get down to 11 stone 7, which is only £1.50 a week, because that would mean I'd lost 5 stone in total so far. And then I have my main goal obviously of getting to 10 stone, but I'll get there when I get there. Like, I'm not in any rush right now. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Don't get me wrong, I still have days where I feel really fat, but I think that now I'm kind of getting to a stage where I just kind of get that normal sense of, oh, I feel really fat today. Like I think that's normal for everybody, no matter what size you are, rather than me actually going, yeah, actually I'm really fat. I think it's just a case of normal body issues rather than anything else at this point. So I'm working in the right direction, I'm getting there. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. Yes, that's a weekly loss of 1/4 pound, which is like what, a burger or something. Since surgery, loss of 50.5 pounds, and a total loss now of 68.5 pounds. My BMI is now 27, which is still in the overweight category. I won't be in healthy weight till I'm at 24.9. And I have 1 stone 8.5 pounds to go till my goal. Yeah, so measurement wise, yeah, I'll tell you what my measurements are, how that varies since April when I last measured, and also how that varies overall since I measured in January this year. Which I took my measurements in January, but I'd actually started my pre-op in December. So I had obviously like already lost some amount of inches or whatever by January, but January is the earliest measurements that I have, so we're going by those. So currently my waist is 32 inches, which is down 2 inches since April, and a total loss of 8 inches. My bust is at 38.5 inches, which is down 3 inches since April, and a total loss of 6.5 inches. Hips, also 38.5, so I am actually hourglass shape. I'm just a large hourglass. So that's down 3 inches as well since April, and down 7.5 inches overall. My right thigh is 23 inches, which is down 2 inches since April, and 4.5 inches overall. Left thigh 22.5 inches, so it's like half an inch smaller than my right, but whatever. So that's down 2.5 inches since April, and 5 inches overall. My right arm is 12.5 inches, which is an inch down from April, and 1.5 inches down overall. And my left arm is 13.5 inches, which is an inch down since April, and is an inch down overall. I feel like either my arm measurements are not really changing that much, because obviously I still have, I'm going to show you like the bingo wing area, so I have all this skin hanging down, which I don't want to kind of like squish it up to measure. So I have been measuring that, so it's not really shrunk, but also it's just really awkward to measure your own arm, so potentially my arm measurements are off, but I mean I'm still down an inch on the left and 1.5 inches on the right since January, so that's something. So since April, that's total of 14.5 inches down, and overall since January I've lost 34 inches all over. I'm still comfortably in a size 14, but there are some items that are definitely getting big on me. I have a few things in a 12 now which fit really well. It just depends which shop you go to. Like, it is true that the sizes vary over different shops. So yeah, it really depends where I go. Sometimes I'm a 12, sometimes I'm a 14. But edging ever closer towards being a size 12, which is nice. I don't know what else to say. Again, as I said last week, I'm kind of just living life and going on kind of normally. I'm trying to bump up my calories this week, so I follow somebody on Instagram. I will find out who it was. Gastric Bypass Holly on Instagram. She is now eating 1200 calories a day, no more than 50 grams of carbs, and 80 grams or more of protein. And honestly, I still get that fear when I get close to 1,000 calories, but I'm trying to push past it, and I'm aiming for 1200. Yesterday I managed about 1,000, which is a step in the right direction, because usually I'm between 600 and 800. But I feel like that's probably not enough at this point, and I need to bump up my calorie intake to help me lose. So that's what I'm trying to do this week. We will see via Instagram how that affects my daily fluctuations and how it affects my weight at the end of the week. I'm hoping that it is going to be helpful. And yeah, I just need to try and keep my protein up. I found some great little, like if you're in the UK, if you're near Morrison's, they have like a little section which has like kind of tapas type things, and they have these shredded meats. So I've been having like their shredded honey glazed ham, I think it is, and also they have like shredded taco pork. So I've been having some of that with either Mexicana cheese or Applewood smoked cheddar, which are my favourites right now. I'm obsessed with cheese. I've been having that for lunches so that I'm having quite a kind of high protein, high fat lunch, and I'm trying to just stick to things like chicken for dinner. And I'm trying to have like my Fibre One bars and protein balls, and I even added in a protein shake yesterday, both for protein content and for calorie intake. And yeah, I'm just going to keep working on trying to kind of get a bit more in the way of calories and protein into me. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I'm just doing the same as usual. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty happy. And the fact that it was only like a quarter of a pound weight loss this week doesn't really bother me that much. As I said, it'll come off when it comes off, and yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, is that what they say? Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed and you want to follow my journey, then click the subscribe button and the little bell notification so that you get notified when I upload and my video goes into your subscription box. And yeah, comment down below, let me know how you're getting on. As always, those of you who I'm subscribed to, I do watch your videos, I just don't always have time to comment, but I always leave a like. You're all doing great. But yeah, if you think I'm not subscribed to you, let me know down below what your channel is and I will subscribe. Definitely go and follow me on Instagram, because I'm doing these Insta stories updates every day now about my weight fluctuations, and also I'm going to refilm this video in a second in portrait mode and put that on Instagram TV and see how that works out, because I think that might be quite interesting, if I can get it to work, because I might switch over to Instagram TV, to be honest. I have more followers there and I use Instagram way more, so maybe. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next week for week 20 already, post-op update. See you then, bye.